Lesson 4-5, add and subtract decimals. So in this lesson, we're just going to review our adding and subtracting of decimals, keeping in mind that we would want to make sure we solve it, we line up the decimal points and the decimal places. So when adding or subtracting, line up the decimal points and add zeros when necessary. When it comes to adding positive and negative numbers, if the signs are the same, add the numbers together and use the same sign as both numbers. When the signs are different, then subtract the numbers and use the same sign as the number with the greater absolute value. So let's take a look at some examples. So here we want to add the following. So this first one, they're both negative, so that means I'm going to add them and my answer is just going to be a negative number. So if I put the negative 2.3 underneath here, I'm now going to have a negative 5.756. Next, the signs are both positive, so I'm going to put 11.7 above here. And when I do that, I now have 7 plus 3 is 10. So I carry a 1 here. So that's going to be 15.0458. Next, here both numbers are negative, so I'm just going to be adding them together. So I got 4.1 here. So when I add them together, it's going to give us a negative 4.1123. Next, negative 7 minus 6.1. Now it looks like we're subtracting, but since the first number is negative, I'm really adding the opposite. So I'm really adding two negative numbers, which is going to give us a negative 13.1. And this next one, if I'm subtracting a negative, I'm really adding. So if I put 5.8 over here, we now have 8.87. Next, here we're going to be doing some subtracting. So if I'm subtracting, I'm adding the opposites. So this is really 5.7 minus 2.03. Now I'm just going to grab my calculator very quickly. So 5.7, and we are subtracting 2.03. It's really the 5.7 plus a negative 2.03, but that means we're just subtracting the numbers, and you get 3.67. Next, we got negative 6 minus 2.08. I'm really adding the opposites. So here I'm really adding the two numbers that are negative. So that's going to give us a negative 8.08. Next, 12.4 minus a negative 0.009. I'm really adding the opposites. So that's going to give us 12.409. Next, 0.7 plus a negative 2. So I'm going to do this 2.0 minus 0.7, and that's going to give us 1.3. But because negative 2 has a bigger absolute value, my answer is going to be a negative 1.3. Next, negative 7 minus 6.1, I'm really adding the opposites. So that means I'm adding two negative numbers, which is going to give us a negative 13.1. And this last one here, I'm really subtracting 3.992. Here I'm going to put the 0 as a placeholder there. I subtract 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 9, I can't do that. So this is 69. So I got 17 minus 9 is 8. 9 minus 9 is 0. 6 minus 3 is 3. So we would have 3.088. Now if we want to just verify that on our calculator, we would have a negative 3.992. and we are adding to that 7.08. That gives us our 3.088. And our last couple problems subtract here. So here we are going to, it'll be just under 8, but let me grab our calculator. So we got 8, and we are subtracting 0.00909, gives us 7.99091. Just want to verify that quickly. So 7.99091. And our last one, evaluate a plus b plus c when a is 4.035, b is 7.1, and c is 12.3. I'm going to put the 12.3 first. And I'm going to put 2 more zeros at the end just as zero placeholders. Then I have 7.1. Put 2 zeros as placeholders, and then I have 4.035. Add them up, and I get 5, 3, 4. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 7, or 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we would have 23.435. So that is our lesson on adding and subtracting decimals.